Hey everybody, how are you? Let's see, looks like it's just me for a minute. Anyway, I'm in my backyard and there are the puppies. There's one. Where's she going? Just moving around. Hope I'm not making you too dizzy. The other guy moved on me. There he is. There's Roscoe. The puppies are here. If you're just joining, please say hi. Let me know who you are. I don't always, when I see your handles, I don't always know your name. So I appreciate it when you say hi and let me know who you are. Let me check out who the honking is. And oh, it's Steve coming home. Hang on a second. Puppies, come here. Inside. And I'm looking forward to your questions and everything that you might have to ask me about. And thank you. So if there is anything on your mind, now is the time to either throw it in the chat. Let me know what your questions are so that I can answer them. I'd also love to tell you more about things like Tarot Summer School and Synchronicity Circle. We did a whole live on Synchronicity Circle on Thursday. And so we had a great conversation about that. Tarot Summer School is coming up. It's going to be on Fridays at 6 p.m. But I also shared with you that I'm interested in adding additional dates because I sent out a survey asking who has needs for classes outside of the times that we've normally been doing them. And I heard back from several of you, and the overwhelming response was Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings. So I'm interested in adding Saturday mornings for Tarot Summer School for you. Challenges. What you may not know is that in order for me to teach a class, I either have to do it outside of shop hours or I have to have the shop covered so that I can teach the class. So if you're interested in doing it Saturday morning, I just need to make sure I got at least 2 people signed up for Saturday mornings. And then I'll be able to make sure I can get Saturday morning covered so that I can actually teach it. Hey, Christine. So that's out there, just so you know. I think I threw an email out about it today, just so folks could, think about it and make a decision so that we can get together. What happened to Wednesday? Doing tarot on Wednesday? Is that what you mean? Yes. So right now, Saturday morning would be the best time for me to do it. I'm talking with other class providers about what they might want to offer on Wednesday evenings. So we're trying to figure it out on what can be offered best when. Yeah, so right now it's Friday and Saturday. Friday night is the standard. That's already there. I need at least 2 people to sign up for Saturday morning if we're going to do a Saturday morning, to make sure that I can actually cover the person that I have to bring in and watch the register. Yeah. What else is on your mind? I had a really interesting conversation yesterday with another reader, someone who might be coming to read at the shop. We're going to have some more discussion maybe tomorrow. I think we were hoping to talk today, but it didn't work out. So we're going to have some more conversation tomorrow, and hopefully it's someone who'll be available during the day. So if you're looking for readings during the day, I'll have a reader who's around uh, maybe at least one day a week. Also, what else is going on? Because there's so much happening. I'm behind on getting out my emails to let you know like what's going on this week and getting that built. Uh, I was trying to get it done today, but I didn't get a chance to. So it's in progress. It's coming, I promise. If you're just joining, hi, welcome. Say hi in the chat. Let me know that you're here and what your name is if it's not in your handle. So those are coming. Stuff that's coming this week, stuff that's happening now, is actually, I need to double check because there is stuff going on Saturday. Hey, Dana, there is stuff going on Saturday, including, I just talked to Lola of Windy City Conjure. For those of you who like what Lola brings to the shop, because I don't always have the stuff that she creates, she's going to be coming in on Saturday. So you're hearing it here first. I haven't sent out the email yet because we just talked at the end of the day. She is available on Saturday, and she's going to be bringing in her stuff. So if Hoodoo's your jam, if you like the oils and candles that she creates that we don't normally have at the shop, or you need a railroad spike, or maybe a gree bag, or I'm trying to think of what else she brings in. Hey Sherry, how you doing? Sometimes she also brings in some really cool soap that she's made that are, intentional soaps. I have some market ones, but she has some handmade ones that are really beautiful and smell nice. So she's got some great gifts and some good supportive tools based on what you're working on. What brings you in, Sherry? Any questions top of mind that I can help answer for you? So I'm excited about that. You're hearing that first. Saturday, I was going to look at the calendar so I could tell you what else was going on since I'm behind on my emails. Thanks for the advice I gave on Friday. You're welcome. I'm so glad it was helpful. Hank and Maggie should have a tarot mat class during Stitchcraft because I can't figure it out on my own. What do you mean? I think you have a typo. What do you mean tarot mat class? And why would she? Stitchcraft is not a tarot class, but I'm curious what you actually mean. And Maggie, by the way, loves to talk about tarot. So while you are still stitching and throwing together crochet loops and working on projects, whatever the craft project happens to be that you bring in for Stitchcraft, I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. Maggie loves to talk about tarot. So if you've got tarot questions, throw them out on the table while you're crocheting. And there goes Roscoe. while you're crocheting, and they'll have more to talk about with you. I am trying to crochet a tarot bag mat. Oh, I think other people would love it. I'll let her know, but certainly the next time you come in and see her there, let her know that it's a project you're working on, and I know she'll dig it. She might even have patterns for it already, and may have already accomplished that, know exactly what you need to do. But I'll make sure and drop her a note. She'll be in on Saturday this week. That's what's going on this weekend. Saturday, she'll be in for Stitchcraft. She will not be in on Sunday, but we will still have Sunday Starts Sacred. So if you've ever been looking for an opportunity to sit down and have a guided meditation that prepares you for what's coming up in the week, Sunday Starts Sacred is a great time. It's 30 minutes. You can do it in person with me. You can do it on Zoom, whatever's more comfortable for you. And it is a human design informed way to prepare for the energy that's coming in the week, so that you have clearer understanding of what may be coming your way energetically, how you might be communicating, or how you might be showing up in the week. I really love doing that guided meditation because it's a great prep. Sunday Start Sacred is your favorite. Thanks, Christine. Yeah, Christine is uh, an avid supporter of Sunday Start Sacred, and I'm so glad that it's helpful for you. Uh, Make it a class. Love that as a class. Yes. See, we got two people for class. Saturday morning, Sunday, or uh, Stitchcraft starts about noon. So, Stitchcraft is a way for you to bring in your projects, to stitch, to crochet, it doesn't really matter what the project is, but we've based it in stitching or crocheting because Maggie, in between readings on the weekend, is sitting at a table in the shop just crocheting away on whatever project she's working on that week or that month or that year sometimes. So she also loves to just share her knowledge and teach what she knows. And so we created Stitchcraft as a way for you to come and engage with someone who knows how to do what you're trying to do, who loves to talk about what you're doing, especially if it's crocheting or knitting, and is helpful in helping you to understand how you can put more intention into that stitch, that project, so that it is more than just a scarf or a granny square or whatever it is that you're making, so that there is helpful intention not only for you, but for the person you might be making it for. So we've got these great weekend things that are designed to help you discover more about yourself, to give more of yourself to the people that you love, and to hopefully start off the week in a way that gives you some strength, confidence, and guidance in a world that's asking you to have greater fear, just not understand what discernment is. It feels like some days. Uh, if you've joined, please say hi. I see that some more people have joined. I'd love to know that you're here, what your name is, if I can't tell from your handle, and what brought you in, especially if you've got some questions for me, because I'd love to answer some questions about what's going on at the shop or something you're working on that you are like, what's mugwort and what do I do with that? Or what do you mean? I saw you on Instagram carrying mugwort around in a backpack. What's that for? I do harvest a lot of herbs for the shop. Um, Certainly not all of them. I've got a lot, but locally, when I'm walking these beasts, where they go? They're behind the garage somewhere, I suppose. They're hidden now. When I'm walking the Daniffs, uh, I have found all there. There they are. I have found all of these plants that are useful in the shop. That's a 6-foot fence, by the way, in case you're wondering how tall they are. Ah, yeah, that's okay. Divine advisory. We got a little more time. You got any questions for me? I can jump on and answer for you, either about the shop or something you're working on. So yeah, I grabbed a whole bunch of mugwort because some of it's finally adulting. It's not just little mini mugworts anymore. And I use that local mugwort to build the psychic sip for the shop. And a lot of you like the local herbs when you're using herbs. So I try to grab them when I can. Hey, Divine Revelation, how are you? Hi, nice to meet you, Glam by Veronica. Hi, Veronica. I'm assuming your name is Veronica. I hope that's true. My page name is coming up instead of my name. What's your name? That's okay. You can't find it locally to grow. That's okay. I've harvested it locally from the wild for you. So if you need some, well, it's currently drying in the shop. If you come in the shop, you'll see these big, long mugworts dry hanging from the ceiling. Oh, hey, Loretta. How you doing? How are things? Yeah, it's where I walk them, it's down along the Calsag River, and we'll walk into the forest or behind, just along a trail, and I find mullein, I find mugwort, I didn't get any honeysuckle this year. I was late. It bloomed really early in May, and it was around for about 2 weeks, and then it was gone. And I was like, I needed to refill my honeysuckle, and I ran out of time. I ran out of time. I just didn't get to get it in time. They're very worried about the neighbors next door. Just they feel like they have to defend us from the neighbors. What else are you working on? Anything else I can answer? We're just coming up on 8:15, so I just wanted to give you a chance if there's questions you have for me. It is. It like serves dual purpose, right? Hi, if you're joining, don't forget to say hi and let me know who you are and that you're here. It gives us a chance to not only, wear them out because they need it, and have a walk and get me out away from the shop for a little bit. But I'm lucky that I recognize plants. I know plants. I recognize trees. My dad was a forester. My grandmother loved plants. It's part of what I do. And so to find them wild and know that I can bring them into the shop and dry them fresh instead of getting them from a wholesaler, it's a special part of the shop for me. Dana, when is the Crossroads Fair? It is on June 14th and it's all day. So if you guys are interested in the Crossroads, or if you haven't heard about it, it's our first psychic fair. It's coming up on June 14th. We're really excited about it. Maggie will be there. So will Sarah for astrology, David for mediumship. I'll be there for some human design, little mini tasters. Everybody's essentially doing some tasters. Maggie will also have Reiki. Vanessa will be there doing readings. She's an espiritista who also is a licensed nail tech, and she's going to be offering gel coats and readings at the same time. So while she's doing a gel coat for you, you'll get a reading. I highly recommend, if you want to get a taste of what these readings are, you have to come in or call the shop, because the system I have won't let me make different prices for these reading options. So call in, I'll help you schedule it, make sure you're on the books, because the things like the gel coat are going to book up fast. The astrology sessions are already starting to book, and I'm expecting Maggie's Reiki sessions to book up real quick too. Hi, Kim. I always wear my Oregon sweater when I'm in, just in case you remember me. I probably will if I saw that and your face together. There's a couple people that come in. Well, there's probably about 3 or 4 people that come in with Oregon sweaters. So if I notice it, I'll say something about it, because I love an Oregon sweater. Divine Revelations. Excited to hear about the Stitchcraft. We'll check that out. No questions right now. You're welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Is it okay to see more than one person during the fair? Is that weird? Not weird at all. I highly recommend it. So here's why I recommend it. Think of it like this. It may be great to sit with Maggie for a Reiki session, and maybe you'd like to sit with David for a mediumship session. In either order, maybe you're sitting with David going through this kind of mediumship experience where there's a lot of family history coming up. There's a lot of like ancestral trauma that may be addressed. There's loved ones coming through that can bring up a lot of stuff. And then sitting with Maggie for Reiki can help reset your nervous system and all of those energetic pathways. So something like that works really well together. Or if you already know the reader, sitting with Maggie for a tarot session can be very caring, supportive, and then sitting with me will rip the Band-Aid off and go, and this is what you need to do. Where you'll end up with some comparative homework or some comparative notes. What is the gel and reading for the 14th? The gel and reading it's a gel coat. So if you get your nails done, I don't know enough of the lingo, but she's a licensed nail tech. So she'll do a simple gel coat. And while she's doing the gel coat on your hands, she'll be doing a reading for you at the same time, because she connects guides to guides. So her spirit guides connect to your spirit guides, and then they let her know the message that you need in that moment, and then you can ask follow-up questions and get some really amazing guidance from Vanessa. It's actually a cool experience. It's a little disarming at first, but then it feels so comfortable because it's just a conversation, and Vanessa tends to bring up things that you need to pay attention to that you may have chosen to ignore. You know what I mean? When is the Jellin reading? It's from 10 to 5. So she's there all day. But if you want to make sure and book your time, come into the shop or give me a call at the shop, and we'll get it scheduled for you so that you have dedicated time and you know when that's going to happen. And for that, I would actually recommend it instead of kind of hoping, because if she's busy and there's a line, it might, take a couple hours for you to get to the gel coat part. That's the truth. Yeah. Any other questions I can answer? We talked about Crossroads. We talked about Tarot Summer School. Just refresh on Tarot Summer School. If it's something you're interested in, I'm trying to add in hours for Saturday morning, because you guys told me Saturday morning is a great time for classes for you. And if you're interested in that, I need to also bring in staff so that I can teach it. So I just need 2 people to want to sign up for Tarot Summer School on Saturday mornings at the least, and then I can reach out to my staff and try and bring them in so that I can cover that shift. Good dogs. Yeah, they're doing their best to defend us from the neighbor dog. I don't know where Kasha went. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with. We talked about Stitchcraft. We talked about Tarot Summer School. We talked about the Crossroads. We talked about Sunday Start Sacred, and that I'm behind in my emails and there's more coming. And that Lola from Windy City Conjure, you heard it here first, is coming out on Saturday, because we just made that. We just had that conversation today. So I'm looking forward to her being in on Saturday, because she always brings some really interesting, cool stuff that I don't normally have. Including some of those handmade soaps and the black walnut wash. Anything else I can answer for you? The honeysuckle, do you need the flowers? You don't always need the flowers, but the flowers are just a different tool. So the leaves bring some of the property of the honeysuckle, but the flower is what brings the sticky part. So if you're using it in love spells or in relationship work, or adding it to candles for I want to draw someone closer, or in self-love, it's more of a consistency in how you take care of yourself. The flower is what brings in that added element, where the leaf has kind of a muted version of that and includes more of a steadiness and a grounding versus the kind of sticky part. Does that make sense? What would you recommend honeysuckle for? Because I did find some this year for the first time ever, and I've not used it yet in a smell. Primarily those things. So if you're looking to help support your own self-love, care, and confidence, then you can use it for that. I would add it to something like a white candle. You can dry it or you can use it fresh. You can also add it to baths. So if you're doing an herbal bath, a spiritual bath, or a salt bath, add it into the bath, which you can also do dried or fresh. And then if you're ever working spells that are trying to heal or support the monogamy in a relationship, or the healing the connection in a relationship, then it can be used for that. And for those of you who are doing a little bit more intense work, it can be used for like come to me spells. It can be used for what do you call it? Bindings. and it can be used for like dominance or dominion spells. Is the 14th the new moon? Yes, it is, Christine. Will you be having a new moon ceremony the same day as the fire? Yes, we will. It's going to be a very busy day. So we'll have the um, all day for the psychic fair, which will go until about 6, and then the new moon will start around 6:15, or possibly a little bit later, depending on the number of folks we have in. All right, Dana. See you soon. Thank you. Woohoo! Yeah, so it'll be a full day. I was hoping it just kind of worked out, right? That they were on the same day. And I thought, okay, people will be here for this, and maybe you'd also like to stay for the new moon ceremony. It's going to be an incredible day. I'm really looking forward to it, and by then I should have some more psychic sip. Maybe I'll have some psychic sip tea out for folks so they can. What is going on up here? So they can really get into the moment. Maybe I'll have some fresh stuff brewed and going. We'll see. I have to figure out how to do that because I have the water. I don't have all the strainers. Any other questions I can answer for you? This was great. I'm so glad that you guys came in and got to share some time with me and ask some questions about stuff. Because like I said in the last one of these, I'm hoping to do these every Tuesday. Oh, it's so good. So good. And if you like things sweet, add a little honey. But yeah, we ran out because I ran out of mugwort. I had to wait for it to grow. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping to do these every Tuesday. That's my plan. If there's anything else you need, please let me know. And do sign up for the Crossroads. Come in and talk to me or give me a call. Do let me know if you're into summer school on Saturday. And I really hope I get to see you on Sunday at 9:30 for Sunday Start Sacred too. But Crossroads is going to be where it's at. So I'm looking forward to that. And if you ever have any more questions, shoot me messages. You can add comments on here or just come into the shop and say hi and we'll talk about it. You know, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. All right, everybody. Let me see if the dogs are back there. They'll say good. Oh, Kasha was doing some business. There she goes. I hope you have a good evening. I'll see you all soon.